Right. Where do you even start? Where do you even start? Oh my god. Like, why hasn't he gone? Why hasn't he gone? Is this a man that is so bereft of like just like basic knowledge on like doing the right thing that he's just incapable of basic human decency and following like not even like the rules, but just like basic standards of etiquette and wanting to like be the bigger person and all this kind of stuff. I just don't understand how. Like, oh my god! Like, have you seen the education minister? She was like flipping the bird off everyone at like outside of Parliament today, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Oh my god, we're governed by absolute fucking morons. Oh, what do you even begin to do about this? Fuck. It's like you think it's bad before, but fucking hell, it's like every time one drops, it's like the level, it's like every government successively has gone like IQ, minus 20 IQ, minus 20 IQ. Like, you know all those memes where it's like the what is it, fucking Wojak with the tricycle head and like the fridge head and all this kind of thing. It's like they're the people running the government right now. And like, what do you do? Because like you almost need a cross-party government like that's taking the best of the best from like all sides to like stay in place, right? Put them in the positions of like the ministers to like make sure everything is like, do you know like the wartime fucking governments they do, where it's like the best from everybody is in their posts until a general election can be called? Because like what is going on right now is already a disaster. Like, I don't understand why Conservative Party MPs and admin staff and civil servants don't have the fucking balls to stand up to this. He's an arsehole. He's a fucking arsehole. Why does it take explaining? You know it. I know you know it. I just don't understand. Like, what happened in this country where people became so fucking shit scared that they can't even call out somebody that is fucking them in the arse? Oh my god. I don't know what to do. I mean, like, it's... Oh, man. There are things you could do, but, like, the further down that road you go, the less an acceptable transition of power that would be. And I don't want that. I don't think anybody wants that. It just beggars belief, to be honest. It's like, what more do you want? What more do you want? You've got everything in the world. You own all the media companies, you own all the oil companies, you own all the, like, literally, when you've got these fucking oligarchs now, worldwide, they own fucking everything. You have nothing. You have absolutely nothing. And it's like, I just don't understand how people can fucking watch as, like, their world falls apart. It's infuriating. I don't understand why people aren't more angry. Wish I could be more angry, but I know that that's not the right thing to do. Oh, man. I want to believe in the best of everyone. But it's really fucking hard on days like today. Can only hope that after what's happened over the past week, the people in the establishment that are pulling the strings in the media with the tax loopholes, with all of the bloody people who own the government and all this kind of thing, they are scared absolutely shitless right now, because I wanted to show them that the power that we afford to them can be taken away in an instant. It is our power to take that power away in an instant. They govern with the consent of the governed, not the other way around. I shouldn't be necessary in a world like this. I shouldn't be. I just want to have a normal life. I want to have a normal life where I can earn a living and there aren't forces at work in the world, determined to make sure that people have the absolute bare minimum to survive. I just don't know how that's conscionable to anyone. It is just wrong. Sam Harris did a talk about this the other day, and I was really there's a whole batch of videos that I've watched called The Inspiration Journey, and it kind of helps me ground myself in kind of a pseudo ideology, I guess. But what he goes into is, you only really need to give me one assumption, right? And it's about scientific values, right? We are a civilization built on science, whether you like it or not, whether you think your mum's in the next room as a ghost on the sofa, or that you're going to heaven, you're going to hell, you're going to you're going wherever the fuck you want to go. It's probably a fucking DMT trip at the end of your life anyway, so go where you want. But basically, values reduced to facts. And if you give me the fact that in a world where every living being is suffering as much as possible all the time, that is a definable hell. Right? In real terms, on the earth right now, not something that happens after you die or anything, like right now. So anything better than that would be a right way to move in this world, right? And there will be like peaks and valleys in this world, like ways that lead to better places and ways that actually are wrong and like do lead to more human suffering. Now, what I don't get is how people, when they get money, seem to think they are God's gift to earth and that they are granted with all the training in the world to give their hot takes on everything, from the climate, which takes several years and many decades of study to understand even slightly, all the way through to criminal justice. Not like you have to sit a fucking 7-year university course to do that. Like, there's just like been this complete collapse of like respect for basic evidence. Respect for evidence. What can you tell somebody if they don't respect evidence? And this kind of comes to the basis of the problem with governance right now, is that there are very few governments in the world that respect evidence. The evidence being that when you invest in people and you invest in your population, like that pays more dividends than putting the fucking boot on them, drilling them down till they've got grains of rice to eat. Honestly, like, and you know the worst thing is that they have the hubris to think that they're smart and that they know what they're doing. They're not. They are fucking moronic. And they're lost. Absolutely lost. Honestly, I hate this part of myself. I hate that there is like a rage inside of me that wants to tear everything down. I have done my best to coerce, maintain, balance that in a way where I've been able to coordinate it for social good. And I want to continue doing that. But by fucking God, do the people in power and in the government and I don't know, just all these rich motherfuckers, like, they are not all that. They are, like, most of them are absolutely full of shit. They are absolutely full of shit. Like, I don't know why more people don't say it outright. Like, I mean, I hate to say this because, like, I at least have a slight amount of respect for Elon Musk because he at least builds things and is building towards something that is inspirational and intergenerational in terms of like the scale of what he's trying to build. But even he falls into this fucking far right bullshit. Like, and it's only serving him. It's only serving him. It's not serving you. You don't get anything at the end of this. I don't understand why these people end up like falling into these ideological traps where it gives them nothing except hate. It just, all it does, it makes them angry. Well, there we go. Fuck. Ultimately, we're all the same. We all shit. And that's it. just wish people would respect that because that is a fact. So if you have a value system that does not drill down to that fact that we're all the same at the end of the day, then you have a perverse ideological system. And that's about that. You can tell yourself any fancy fucking story you want, mate. Who the fuck is John Galt? Who the fuck cares? Oh, mate. We deserve better than this. We deserve better than this. I mean, if my honesty scares you, then maybe good. Maybe good. Maybe you need to be more honest. I don't know. I don't like the idea of scaring people. I don't like the idea of being scary, but I think people are just scared of like people being emotionally honest and being open about who the fuck they are underneath the surface. Like, I just really don't understand it at all. I genuinely can't believe that people do business as usual anymore. I can't believe it. It's like they don't even know that there's anything but that anymore. God damn. I'm sorry myself. So angry. I'm so upset. All I want is for this to be over. Yeah, maybe I need to upload this in its full so people know who they're dealing with and what they're dealing with. I just hate the idea of being seen. There's nothing I want more in the world. And also nothing I want less to achieve. Hmm. What happens now? Beats me. Have a good evening. Stop the bullshit.